You already know what time it is. This is qualified opinions, and it is playoff basketball in
Yes,
August.
sir.
Like DC said, who said Rona didn't bring anything positive, right?
You know, you gotta look at the positives.
We got
like,
games at 1:00.
We got playoff basketball during the workday.
Yes, sir.
What kind of magic, mysterious loveliness is this?
They can expect work to be getting done because
Ross, what we doing?
So today we're going to give y'all our predictions on the first round and who wins what series. If you haven't already, definitely recommend going to NBA.com, signing up for the pick'em. If you can get it right, you can get some money. You know we going to do it. But we're going to each give y'all our take on who wins what series and in how many games. I'll shoot to somebody, give them a game, and let them go from there. I'll start with you, Byron. Rockets and Thunder. Who do you have winning this series?
Well, I'm gonna keep it quick. Of course, we know the storylines going into this game or this series. No Russell Westbrook probably for at least the first 2 games. I still think the Rockets are going to the Western Conference Finals. I said Rockets in 7.
You said Rockets going to the Western Conference Finals?
I think so. I think they'll beat the Thunder. I think they'll beat the winner of Portland, LA, and I think they'll get to the finals. This is their chance. If they don't get this year,
if they don't get this year,
yeah, this is the only chance they have.
Ro?
Same.
Yeah.
I definitely think the Rockets are suited to win this round. I don't know about what he said, but I definitely think the Rockets will win this. They're definitely going 7. That Thunder team is not a team to be taken lightly. They still have Chris Paul. There's a very solid team. This first game hasn't shown that, but it was closer than I thought it would have been. But they definitely going 7. Rockets win this series.
I agree. I also pick Rockets in 7, and I really just think it's because James Harden has had enough time to rest his legs. He didn't have to carry them. He's been off for the last 4 months pretty much.
And he's 2 weeks in the bubble.
He's a lot more rejuvenated. He's getting in rhythm now. He's starting to become. He looked good in the bubble. He was all bubble first team, second team.
I think outside of like Dame, T.J. Warren, and Dev Book, he was right there top
Giannis,
5. Yeah, he was like top 5. He's like top 5, top 6.
Then by the time Russ comes back,
they'll be all right. So I don't think Russell gonna miss the whole series, and the fact that they won Game 1 without him,
take his time.
That's gonna like allow them probably to win this series. I do think the Thunder will fight hard. I think Chris Paul's scrappy. SGA is good. Steven Adams is a banger, but he rocks in 7.
I'll also take the Rockets in 7. The small ball is weird watching it because at
especially
times,
in the playoffs,
yeah, it's just like what is going on here. But I mean, they make it work. I have them winning this. I'm not quite sure if I have them in the Western Conference Finals, like my light skinned brother over here. But
definitely not. They're not going to the Western
Conference.
I would like to see them in the Lakers or whoever wins that series.
If we play the Rockets next round, Lakers in 5.
It's 5, yeah.
Lakers in
Y'all
5.
have no one for Harden or Westbrook. I'm just saying.
They have no one for anybody on our team. Not one.
Next series.
Yeah.
Bro, Lakers, Blazers.
Lakers in 5. I would say Lakers in 6. Honestly, I don't know. It's more so of I'm not even scared of Portland. It's not in Portland. It's us. I don't
Lakers
think we have not been playing consistent enough on both ends of the floor.
Haven't been hitting shots.
Our best players have not been consistent enough. As we said, AD will go crazy in the first half and don't show up in the second half. LeBron is too passive for me. Like, it's y'all team. Y'all, you feel me? Like, y'all gotta play. But I think as far as the Lakers goes, depend on those two. But I still think they beat Portland.
Go ahead, my other Laker extraordinaire over there.
Lakers in 6. The Lakers have not played anywhere near their best basketball. They're missing open shots, and yet they still are in every game and have a chance to win at the end. So I think that bodes well for a team that has LeBron James. And Portland's not known to play defense, so Lakers in 6.
Byron?
Well, full disclaimer, we're watching Game 1 now. If Portland can win Game 1, I say Lakers in 7. I said Lakers in 6. I think it'll be a long series. Portland can't defend, but the Lakers have trouble scoring sometimes. So
you just miss very makeable shots.
I think it'll be
like that one.
A lot of back and forth in that regard as the game goes down to the wire. But I'll say Lakers in 6, maybe 7 if Portland wins the first game.
Blazers in 7. Say, no, I'm not. Y'all thought I was going to do it. Y'all thought I was
been beating that drum, man.
Y'all thought I was going to do it. I just said Portland was going to get into the playoffs. I didn't say that they was going to win in the playoffs. But I know I was originally on the Lakers in 6. After
He should have took
kind
that
of
way up.
seeing and really thinking about it, I do think it will go 7 games. So I will say Lakers in 7. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is a situation where the 8 has the ability to knock off the 1, because the Trailblazers aren't your normal team in the 8th seed. So I think that this is a really tough matchup, and this is probably the second best matchup out of any team in the playoffs to go against the Lakers, which is why it's a very interesting first round matchup.
Portland was in the West Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
They are like a 4 seed if they're healthy.
I'll start with myself on the team that I have winning it all, the Clippers versus the Mavericks.
You got the Mavericks winning it all?
No, I have the Clippers winning it all. I have the Clippers winning this series in 5. I understand that nobody can stop Doncic, but nobody can stop Paul George or Kawhi on the other team.
Nobody can stop Porzingis.
Yeah, that's the. If
If
Porzingis
Porzingis
played,
get ejected in game
I've
one, they
been
win that
saying
game.
that. That's what I've been
I
saying.
don't like to speak on hypothetics because nobody knows what happens.
But what I'm saying is he's not going to get ejected.
And
again.
plus,
Does
we
Doncic have 42 if Porzingis doesn't get ejected?
Maybe
he
not.
probably don't got 42,
So
but
But he also
Porzingis
had
got 30.
11 turnovers, which is the equivalent of 22 points the
Well,
other
that's
way.
going to happen a lot when you have the 2 perimeter defenders that you have on the other side as well. So they have a lot of bodies that they can throw at Doncic. I think over the course of this series, you won't see what you saw in Game 1 happening over and over again
What,
throughout
Doncic
this series.
bullying them?
Yes, because I think they're going to. They literally have like 5 or 6 guys that they can throw at him from a
They
defensive
threw
standpoint.
5 or 6 guys at him. And they
Markieff
got
Morris
game
the
bullied.
only
one.
one that was
It's game
respectable.
1.
Yeah, they all got
he
bullied.
cooked
bro.
everybody else.
Yeah, everybody got bullied, including
It's
Kawhi.
game 1. So I think that over the course of the series, a lot of that will kind of calm down.
Nobody can go.
I think the
Porzingis.
turnovers will calm down as well.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic of him. I'm not saying they're going to win the series. I definitely think the Clippers going to still win this series, but I can see them going 6 at least for the simple fact that once again, your second best player got ejected early.
Dallas doesn't close games up.
It's not about closing.
That's what the playoffs is all about.
Well, I guess, but
They can't close yet, but I
They
mean,
cannot close games out.
and that's how they.
but
lost
he
to the
definitely
Nets.
it doesn't. If Porzingis was there, all I'm saying is he would have had help.
They would have won.
Porzingis
Yeah.
ain't no closer.
It's
No,
not a he
They don't have a
needed
closer.
help.
They don't have a closer.
They don't have a closer, but
He
what
needed
what
help,
they had
bro.
in that game was momentum, and sometimes that overpowers a closer.
It's not no home
Give me
games.
the Mavs in 6 to lose.
I like how you did that.
Everybody was like, wait a minute. What's going on here?
Okay, brother.
I was like, you.
What was in them
You trying to make
wings?
sure y'all get to the
I
finals?
was
Had
like,
to been
a
Henny
little
wings.
Laker bias.
Yeah,
right,
trying to make sure they
had
get
them
there.
Henny wings.
Had to be
beforehand.
Henny wings. I don't know.
But no, I think the Mavs finished with the greatest offensive efficiency ever in league history. I don't really know if that means anything come playoff time, but they don't play any defense and they don't have a
Don't
closer.
close games.
But I mean, the difference is Paul George usually doesn't show up. He hit one big shot last night, and he definitely showed up more than he does in the playoffs historically. But I mean,
that man played with no shoulders last year, yo.
what about the previous years? What about that year he scored 5 in a closeout game?
You're right. I can't argue that. But he played with 2 bad shoulders last year.
1 year, but
He
either
gonna
way,
ball out. They're gonna win the shit.
Who you got?
I say Clippers in 5, but I think a long series could help them because they haven't played together. It's really their first time playing together healthy all year.
Yes, all 5.
So, I think
that's,
5
I think that's why it's gonna go 6.
Yeah, I think 5 and 6
Figuring
can
that-
help them with
figuring that
their chemistry.
out,
But I
yeah.
think Dallas is scrappy. They probably a piece away, like I said. They're coming. I think get him another potential player to play with Luka to maybe help him play off the ball sometimes.
Get a
Bradley
point guard.
Beal.
Yeah,
Get a point guard.
Fred VanVleet. I
Oh,
say
that would be tough.
Yeah,
I like the
would be.
Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, Luka, and KCP. I mean, not KCP.
That's
KP.
a lot
I mean,
of
Mark
shots.
Mark
I
Cuban
just-
would do it.
I think
That's a lot of shots.
Is Bradley Beal a point guard? though?
No,
He's not.
No, but
That's
Luka's-
a lot of
Luka's
shots,
really
bro.
the point forward.
That's
so-
what I'm saying. Take the ball out of his hands.
Give me
he
a
doesn't
Fred
put
Van
pressure
You can
as
take
much.
the take the ball out of Bradley Beal could take the ball over as a primary.
That's a
ball
lot.
handler.
I'm looking at it from a shot
He did that all
standpoint.
season.
I don't want somebody who's gonna take shots.
I
away
say
from
give
Luka
me a
and
Fred
Porzingis.
VanVleet
Give me a
maybe.
Por-
something
Yeah,
like that.
it's Van
Give me
Vliet. He
somebody-
can take
Yes,
shots
for
here.
a Mario
I
Chalmers
think-
type.
Basically.
Fred Van. Well,
Yeah, Fred
VanVleet's
VanVleet.
better than
I
Mario
think
Chalmers.
Van
That's
Vliet has one more year in his deal, so it wouldn't be this year, it'd be next year. But this team is young, and
Got
KP
Tim
is a
Hardaway
beast.
Jr.
Yeah. So I say Clippers in 5. Clippers in 5.
Clippers in 5.
Keep it moving.
DC, Denver, and Utah.
Give me the Nuggets in 6. That game 1 was
Bogus. I mean,
It
not
was-
bogus.
it was
I'm sorry. It was
amazing.
amazing.
It was everything you want from a playoff basketball standpoint. I just think
First playoff
Jazz.
game of the bubble.
It was the first playoff game in the
Went to
bubble.
overtime.
Donovan Mitchell with the third highest points ever and for an NBA playoff game and a loss. Him and Jamal Murray going back and forth. I said to y'all in the group chat, Jamal Murray has the big clutch gene. And as soon as I said it, he started hitting jumpers. The Nuggets are just too deep for Utah. For me,
Absolutely.
Too
And
much
I think
offense.
that's what killed him.
Nuggets in 6.
Give me the Nuggets in 4. They gonna bring the brum out.
He said he bringing out the Berman or
Give me the
Orlando.
Nuggets in 4.
I'll give.
You must have meant you want a 4-piece McNugget.
No. I mean, it's gonna be 4 W's to 0. They're gonna bring the Brums out. They're gonna sweep
Disrespect.
Utah back about the playoffs. They're gonna go home.
I definitely think the Jazz going to get at least one game in this series.
No,
get 2.
bring the Brums out.
They getting
I
2.
think it's gonna be the Brums.
I'm with my brother DC.
You said 6.
Yes.
I agree. Denver in 6. As we've been saying, Denver is way too deep, way too talented. They got too many bodies, and once again, Jazz just have that bad luck because injuries just start hitting them at the wrong time all the time.
Yeah, no Mike Conley. Congrats on the birth of his child. But
Also, y'all don't deserve to win because y'all started this whole corona pandemic thing. So maybe next year. I love you, Donovan Mitchell, but yeah, not this year, bro. Not this
Bro,
year,
they're
bro.
not any year. They're never coming out the West.
y'all know I like Nuggets.
Nah, I'm not saying they're coming out the West, but I can't. Donovan Mitchell.
If Mike Conley was there and not for the birth of his child, I
They
think
stay losing 5.
6.
7.
Six.
I say
Still
7
6.
probably.
Still
Five.
six.
I'll say 7. But
5.
But
But
think,
he has
I think,
no help.
I
At all.
think
Who is missing from the Nuggets that I can't think of?
Who?
Can't think of his name.
Will Barton.
Oh no, he's always missing. He's always hurt.
Nuggets
offense,
and
but
6.
you always hurt.
Give me,
Shout out to
give
Baltimore.
me Nuggets.
But you always hurt.
Preferably Chick-fil-A. But
Definitely
Denver
preferably
Nuggets are
Chick-fil-A.
pretty good as well. Extra sauce, please.
Chick-fil-A sauce, please. Appreciate you.
I'll go back to myself really quickly. Milwaukee and Orlando.
Did we have to talk about this?
Milwaukee in 7.
it's
This
not
this
going
series
7.
will go
wanna
7
talk about
games. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, all right.
Bucks in 5. They got Giannis. That's my hope.
That's all I got. Nobody else shows up in the playoffs.
So what Orlando player?
Bucks are definitely going to win this series.
Oh, I don't think anybody
Yeah.
thinks anything other than that.
Bucks definitely going, but
Bucks in 5. And I'm only saying 5 because they lost game 1.
Bucks in 6.
And
I think Orlando's going to get
They
another
winning
game.
3 games, yo, I swear. Yo. They didn't have their best player.
I think Orlando get
Their best
another
player
game.
is Vucevic. Let's stop.
Yeah, Vucevic is definitely the
All right,
only
they
all-star
didn't have their
they
second
had.
best player.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They didn't have that second best
Thank
player.
you.
A U.S. whiskey.
And Evan
But the Bucks
Fournier-
had everybody. Who were the Bucks missing?
He's a Trojan, baby.
Evan Fournier
Chris
didn't even
Middleton.
show up till like 5
His
minutes
game is
left.
what they were missing.
He
That's
doesn't
their
have
second
any.
leading
He
scorer.
has
That's
regular
crazy.
He can
season
play.
game.
He can play.
He has
But-
regular season
He has
game.
regular season
He
game.
does not have playoff game.
Hey, man.
They have a lot of playoff choke artists on that team. George Hill, Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton.
Bucks in 6.
They have playoff choke
Bucks
artists.
and
I said sweet, but
Ain't
since
no
they
sweet.
won a game, they will be in Disney World because that's where they're playing. They can walk to Disney World after the 5th
And they
game.
home.
Yep, they can
It's
walk to
home
Disney
for
World
them.
after the 5th game and get on the fast pass because ain't nobody there because of Corona. Put their mask on, stay 6 feet apart, and get on Space Mountain.
Man, they got the home field advantage if you can call any team down here, man.
Ain't no home court advantage.
Why ain't
They
it?
haven't even got a home court advantage in their home in their own arena.
Their arena is being used by WWE right now. But go ahead, we can keep going there.
It's called bucket cools.
I go to you. Your man T.J. Warren versus Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Heat and 4.
The disrespect.
You said 4?
Yeah, the disrespect, bro.
Oh no.
Oladipo not even playing.
Now
He
y'all
play every
know
other game.
I don't respect a lot of this stuff that go on in these streets, but this series going 7 games.
6.
7. I'm going Heat in
It'll
7.
be a long series.
Yeah, I'm going Heat in 7.
I'm with DC, though.
These two teams are extremely evenly matched across.
But
the
no
board.
Sabonis, though.
Yeah, Sabonis is the biggest problem for. the
That's what
Pacers.
Sabonis
Just
is
like
gone.
that's why I said that.
Bogdanovich
for the
not
Jazz,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah, no Mike Conley, no.
What's the
Bogdanovich.
name injured? What's his name?
Oladipo.
Oladipo
They
not
hurt his eye today.
playing. TJ Warren gonna have to go for 40.
T.J. Warren can't go for.
That's
40
what
when
I'm
Jimmy Butler's picking
saying.
him.
That's what I'm saying.
TJ Warren almost had 40 earlier. Like,
He had like 25 or something.
What he had it there?
How many
I'm
shots?
about to
did
look
he
it up. I got it up.
No, he's a pretty efficient shooter. I am not even about to say
TJ Warren had
that.
22 on 18 shots, but I feel like in the first quarter he had 13.
I don't want to hear
No,
that,
he
though.
did. Yeah, he was balling.
22 on
He
18
He
shots, though,
he
though.
can get hot.
9 for 18 though.
I'll tell you, he's
He's
an
at the free
efficient
throw line.
shooter. He's
He's
a
at the free throw line.
Okay.
He's an efficient
I'm
shooter.
with DC. I have the Heat in 6. I
Heat in
think
six.
He had 28 though.
I'm not saying he's better than Jimmy. I'm not comparing the
Oh,
two.
no, we all know
Yeah,
that Jimmy's better.
I do think that the Heat Bucks second round series could be very tricky for the Bucks because the Heat have a lot of bodies to throw at Giannis
exactly.
and a lot of size, and they have a better coach. I think Coach Spo is very underrated.
Yeah, Bam
And the Heat don't have Chris Middleton.
Bam on Giannis is a nice
That's
matchup.
you got Jimmy, you got Bam, you have a lot of players that you can throw at them. Have a very deep Heat team. Hey,
See, y'all be saying I be slandering Clay. I really be slandering Chris Middleton.
we all slander Chris Middleton.
Yeah, but you're the only one that slanders Clay.
I don't slander him.
Does he
I
put the
say
ball on the
one.
court?
No,
He did.
he does not.
All right, moving on.
Did it once in 10 years.
DC, Raptors, Nets.
Come on, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Cancun, baby. Going back. Or they're going back to Brooklyn because Cancun's close.
Raptors in 4.
Yeah.
Cancun's close, so they're going back to Brooklyn.
Raptors in 4.
Raptors in 4.
Somebody pay LeVert. That's the best. That's
No,
literally-
don't nobody pay
They
LeVert.
not.
Stay.
Nah, he about to get up out of there.
Yeah, he
Hey,
about to
he
leave.
about to go
Somebody's
get that
going to pay
bag.
him.
I'm trying to see LeVert with Kyrie and
Yo,
KD.
he not gonna get the
And
touches like he
if
getting
they
now.
can keep Dinwiddie and LeVert, they win in 68 games in the East next year. I ain't gonna hold you.
Y'all big on them winning that many games. I mean, I would
Yo,
Look what they doing. I'm
easy on them coming up
If
the
KD
East.
and Kyrie come back
I
with
wanna know who their
LeVert,
coach
yo,
is.
that's
Bro,
gonna be sick.
if Kyrie and KD came to the bubble, I'm winning. I'm picking them to win it all.
No,
No, Kyrie not. No, KD.
You're disrespectful to Kyrie too. It's Kyrie and Clay. That shit you disrespectful people.
I'm not disrespectful to Kyrie.
You know how y'all say I'm disrespectful to Donovan Mitchell?
Kyrie,
That's how you disrespectful
Kyrie
to Kyrie.
makes every team he go to a little bit worse. That's it.
We ain't seen him on the
because
Nets.
it's
yet.
his attitude, bro.
We have seen
He
him for like
was.
2
He was
games.
worse. He was worse.
He
Like
was,
this. He's not
bro,
playing
'cause he
20
was hurt.
games for them this year. They was worse. They had a better winning percentage without him than with him. That's a fact.
They shouldn't have fired their coach either.
That's not slander. That's just a fact. He literally makes every team a little bit worse.
I'm going to
Despite him being
dropping
horrible,
50,
Made
right.
the Cavs worse.
they were already terrible, but
Despite
they weren't
dropping
good until
50.
LeBron got there. Kyrie was there for 4 years and did nothing until LeBron got there.
Kyrie
Yeah.
doesn't
But
make
they didn't
plays
really
around
give.
him.
They didn't really give him.
It's the
dissect.
East, bro. He's
Oh.
too good for that.
And he
Look,
doesn't
Kyrie
make
is
players
the
around him
second
better.
best player in the East.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't make plays around
He the
him
second
better.
best player in the East.
Third.
He's
No,
top
he-
5. He's probably top 5.
Third.
When he was there, boy,
Giannis, KD, and who else?
Oh, Joel.
Joel?
Man, Joel.
he-
Joel's better than Kyrie.
Joel's
know.
better than Kyrie.
I don't know about that.
If you start a franchise, you can take Joel.
No,
No, I'm taking Kyrie.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
all things fair.
The injuries don't count.
Yeah,
then
so
I'm
all
taking
things
Joel.
fair. Yeah, all things fair. Because I mean,
No
injuries.
injuries. I'm taking
Because
Joel.
Kyrie is a hurt dude
Kyrie
too.
hurt too. That's why I wasn't worried about that.
Taking Joel.
Oh yeah, true. shit.
But Kyrie's a point guard.
That's the biggest thing. Somebody got to get a ball to a center. Nobody got to get a ball to a point.
Yeah.
Give me
Exactly.
Kyrie.
But I'm Bradley Bill up there is top 5 too. That's
Yeah,
top 5.
yeah, we can
Yeah,
top 5.
Bradley Beal is this close to Kyrie Irving, like this close.
I just got word Cancun has been open. Borders are open. Corona free. 1, 2, 3. Cancun for the Brooklyn Nets, baby. KD, you can sit up there and play video games. Kyrie, you can think the earth is flat.
KD
And-
playing Drake in basketball. What you mean?
So everybody think the Nets getting swept.
Yes.
All right.
Go
Next
back
series. Was that
Byron. Nah, last series. Your man Joel. You know I saved the best for last for you.
Yeah.
Joel and your man Ben Simmons.
If Ben
not
Simmons
playing.
was playing, I would have went off the wall and picked the Sixers. Because I
Bron
think,
got enough out of it.
I think
still
no, I
wouldn't
think
have
I
done
think
it.
Ben Simmons creates a matchup problem because his ability to push the pace against teams like the Celtics. But I mean, with no Ben Simmons, really no backup point guard.
We turn it up.
I would love to see a long series just because Joel is big time. But it's going to be Celtics in 6, I'll say.
I agree for the simple fact that,
That was easily a foul.
even though they lost a player, Gordon Hayward, Tatum and that team
Who Riles
is
is
in.
disrespectful to, by the way.
Yeah, that C's team is in very good hands.
What, the Gordon
with
Hayward?
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward is not good anymore. Why are we acting like this is the same Gordon Hayward that played on the Jazz?
Should have stayed in Utah.
Did y'all see that air
Look
ball
at
he
his
threw
numbers.
up the other day?
Look at his numbers from this year. They're kind of close.
They're like 20.
Then they're
pretty much
really
the same.
close to
I'm not a Gordon Hayward.
But like
fan.
Rose said, they ain't going to miss a beat without him.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
So season
should've-
6. Season 6.
What you say?
Celtics in 6.
What you say?
Same.
Same.
Ben Simmons, get well soon.
We'll bring you our.
If Ben Simmons played, it might be 6s and 7.
I said
If Ben
I would
Simmons
have picked
played,
the Sixers.
I would've went
I would have
Celtics
picked
in
the
seven.
I would have picked Sixers and
It
7.
might be 6s and 7 only because of how I just watched them fight without him.
And
Yeah.
then
See, but
his
the thing
ability
is,
to-
so here's my thing, right? When Ben Simmons plays, you have to move Al Horford to the bench, and I think Al Horford really caused a
Al Horford
matchup
shouldn't
problem.
be on that roster.
That's a fact. But I
He
think
don't
Al
really
Horford really
fit.
caused a matchup problem for the Celtics. Because I mean, let's be honest.
I think that's why they signed him.
Yeah, because they wanted to take him away from the Celtics because he was
Exactly.
giving them problems.
Exactly.
So I think
agree.
that's a big thing. I don't really
But
think.
what they didn't consider was the fact that he is
Washed.
And he's not getting any younger.
He's just, yeah, he's just.
Yeah, he
he's
look
old.
crazy.
He's not
as
what he
shit.
was in Atlanta.
He look crazy as shit
He
with no
wasn't
facial
old.
hair, boy.
He's old.
Nigga like he fixed cuz.
Gordon Hayward stats. Real
Mechanic
quick.
facing.
Well, this year he averaged 17 and a half
17,
points, and his last year in Utah
was
He
like
was an
what,
all-star,
22
right?
or something.
he was an all-star. It was only all-star.
26?
It was 21.9, 22
Told
points.
you, he was never like that elite person.
But he got paid like an
I
he
think
elite
plays
person.
the same.
He got paid like
got paid like
Chandler
an all-star.
Parsons.
Oh, Lord.
No, that was disgusting,
He got paid-
yo.
He's better than Chandler Parsons.
Yo
He's
got
better than
injured.
Chandler Parsons.
Yo got
But
injured.
Chandler Parsons might have had a better like prime than Gordon Hayward.
His
Prime?
No.
when he was with the
I
Rockets,
guarantee
he
you
was a
Chandler
problem.
Parsons has never averaged 22.
Bucket!
Never averaged 22 years.
I'm sorry, y'all. That was CJ McCollum with the bucket. I apologize.
I was a big Gordon Hayward guy in Utah. I thought he should have stayed. You think about him and potentially Donovan Mitchell for the next couple of years would have been great. But hey, what ifs, right? If ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right, well, let's find some ifs.
Hey, take a shot with us. We're gonna finish watching this first game between the Lakers and Blazers.
Facts.
Like,
There
share,
you go.
subscribe. We'll come back and recircle on these predictions
Explain
and
my
get y'all
love.
ready for the next round.